This is Randy Bell with the Courier podcast. On this episode, Christmas on the Trace. Leave the trees, watch for deer. Holiday travelers along the Natchez Trace Parkway face dangers, speeding drivers, and suicidal deer. And they can enjoy delights, beautiful scenery, and historic places. But it's the wrong place to go to cut a Christmas tree. That's against the law.
It would be collecting of natural resources within a National Park Service unit.
That's Parkway Southern District Ranger Stephen Dollinger.
I can't recall exactly how much the fine would be off the top of my head, but they'd probably have to go and see a magistrate judge as part of it in downtown Jackson at the U.S. courthouse at that point. Better off going to a tree farm and getting one.
Dollinger says they see somewhat of an increase in traffic along the trace during the holidays, with people trying to avoid the busier interstate highways. But if you're in a hurry, it's not the best choice.
We're not designed or meant to be a thoroughfare or traveled at high speed.
But that doesn't stop some people from hitting the gas as soon as they hit the parkway. Just in the last few weeks, Dollinger has pulled over a couple of drivers traveling at more than double the 50-mile-an-hour speed limit.
I've gotten one that was doing 110, the one a week before doing 117. Highest speed I've ever gotten out here was 132.
An expensive ticket can discourage lead-footed drivers, but there's nothing the Rangers can do about the deer, especially this time of year when they seem to be lined up along the parkway, ready to dart out into traffic.
I don't know if the deer have like a bulletin board or something where they say it's hunting season, so let's all move to the trace where we can't be hunted, and they all hang out here at that point in time. Yeah, we do see a lot more deer motor vehicle crashes, people hitting the deer during this time all the way through roughly about January, February.
It may go against our natural instincts, but we hear all the time that if you can't stop in time, it's better to go ahead and hit a deer rather than swerving off the pavement or into the other lane of traffic. And Dollinger recently saw a perfect example of why that's good advice, a wreck on the trace between Clinton and Ridgeland involving two drivers.
They both tried to avoid the deer, and they both went the same spot, and that didn't work out too well. But if one of them would have just decided to keep going straight, they wouldn't have had a head-on collision.
One of those vehicles caught fire. The deer ran off unharmed. Parkway Rangers will be doing more than enforcing the speed limit and working accidents on the parkway during the holidays.
We see a broke-down vehicle, unless we're going to a call or something like that, we'll usually try to stop. At least make sure they have help coming. But if they're having a hard time or their insurance company's telling them it's going to take them 3 to 4 hours to get a tow truck out there to them or whatever, we can usually expedite it by getting a local tow truck. We're not just out here to enforce the law. We're out here to hopefully, ensure safe travels.
Meanwhile, at the Clinton Visitor Center, Marcia Barham says they usually don't see an increase in parkway travelers who stop by during the holidays.
Not saying that we don't have visitors off the trace, but I don't have a big surge because of Christmas.
However, plenty of local people visit the center to soak up the holiday spirit and do some shopping.
We have a very festive gift shop year-round. We carry things from local artists here from Clinton. We can tell you who they are and a little bit about them. We keep a tree up with ornaments year-round.
I'm Randy Bell.